Hello again, my name is Aaron Miller, and Dr. Charlton, it's nice to be in class with you again. I hope to make it through well this time. And for the other person or a couple people in the class, I live in Bay City, Michigan with my wife Katie and our two daughters right now, Mina and Eliana, who are 4 and 3. We also have a dog named Samson, who is 5. And we are expecting our third girl. Pray for me. And my wife too. Her name's gonna be Nora. And we live in Bay City, Michigan. We have the past 6, almost 7 years. So like one less than how long we've been married, which will be 8 this summer. Which is around the time the baby's gonna be here. So that's fun. This is my last course in Wesley Seminary, and I'm so thankful to be able to do this class over. I'm very excited to learn about families and what we define as family, how we define family ministry in this day and age, and how it's changed over the course of time since we started looking at families as a ministry. I mean, that's been going on since right after Pentecost. I mean, whole households usually were saved. So we're kind of looking how that's changed now. We don't really look at that in the same way. Whole households usually aren't saved all at once, kind of a thing. They usually aren't all together. But anyway, so what I do in ministry now is that I'm kind of in a state of limbo because I'm a ministerial student, but I am qualified for my license right now for the Wesleyan Church. But since we haven't been able to meet properly because of the quarantine the past couple months, we've been more focused on, streaming church online and all of that, like learning how to navigate that. And that's been really fun. I really enjoy it. Actually, I get to do a devotional every week, and I host with my wife a 15-minute fellowship time before church starts on Sunday. So we've been able to do that. But it's kind of been putting where I'm going to fit in our church on hold. So what kind of title I will hold, what kind of license I will get to practice supervised ministry for ordination, because that's my goal. Anyway, about my family, tell you about the family I grew up with. I grew up in Indiana with my mom and my dad and my 2 sisters and my little brother. So I'm the oldest of 4. So yes, I am the bossy one, and yes, I am the one that tries to make sure everyone does what they're supposed to do. It's just kind of what happens. The caretaking role kind of just is bestowed upon you when you're the first one, and you have siblings. So that's just kind of how I am. It makes it easier to be a parent too, to see things that kids do and do things. It doesn't make it easy to be a parent, but it makes it easier when you already have got some practice rounds in with your siblings. They appreciate it a little bit now, but they did not when they were younger. Anyway, Ashley, Amber, and Austin, and I'm Aaron, so we're all A's. We signify that by a 4-leaf clover tattoo on our bodies with A's in them. We all did 4-H together too, so that's something we did as a family. Also church every week and church activities. Both my parents grew up in church homes, in Christian homes. Not necessarily always God honoring, so I'm trying to be more God honoring than the previous generations, but always going to church, always having a house of faith. So that's a strong backbone that goes through both sides of my family. My mom and dad have been married for 33 years, as I just turned 31 this week, and I have seen them grow and change. And I've seen my mom take on more of a caretaking role for my dad because he has MS, and it's progressed over the last decade or so into being something that's a little more detrimental to him than it was previously when I was younger. Didn't really do much damage, and I grew up with my dad, teaching me things. I learned a lot from him, and I got to do a lot of stuff with him, and I'm thankful for that because that still carries over to today. How to mow a lawn, ride a bike, change a tire, fix some things, being able to have a critical eye on how things look and stuff, and how to make them work again. And I really appreciate that. He also loves music too. So, and my mom does too. They are not musical, but they appreciate music. And so they pass that down to me and my siblings. I am most excited to learn more, as I said before, about families. And I just want to be able to reach the families in our area in Bay City, because we're focused on single parent families. And I want to do a little bit more research on the psychology and the ministerial focus of single parent families as opposed to the classic nuclear family. Mom, dad, child, children. Either one or both working, stable, more of a stable environment. So a little bit more of an unstable environment in the sense that, if the one parent fails in any way, there's no one to lean on in a equal partnership. As my wife and I try to be an equal partnership. So I'm probably going on for a little bit longer than I should, but that's me. I talk a lot, and so the rest of my siblings. It's kind of a thing that we are. We are a bunch of talkers and laughers, and we're loud. So my mom's side, especially, get together. It's loud. It's very surprising for my wife, whose family is a little bit more of a discussing type family, only around the dinner table, but like when they're with other people in other places, they're a little more quiet. So it was an adjustment for her. She enjoys it, but it's been an adjustment. Anyway, thank you for listening. Hopefully this works and you see this. Hopefully it's not too long, but I hope you appreciate it as well. Bye.